Salam sejahtera and a very good day to the judges. My name is Liu Jiatong, and I am the narrator for my group's innovation, the Violet X-19 bin. Our innovation is under Category 7, Innovations Regarding Healthcare. Before I get into the main topics, here's a little background of my group. Our group is from UTeMEX, Melaka. We are from the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Our mentor is Dr. NURHIDAYAH. She is a lecturer at the same faculty. Our group consists of 4 persons. From the left, we have NAQIUDDIN, HAZURA, CELINE, and me, Liu. As we all know, it's been almost 2 years since the COVID-19 pandemic started. A new light of hope has been cast upon humanity when the vaccines are invented. People are now allowed to go outside, but a new normal has to be followed. One of the new norms is wearing a mask when you are going out. This new norm has brought up a problem. We will cover about it in a moment. Previously, our group has conducted a survey, and based on that survey, we found out that 80% of our respondents choose to use disposable face masks on a daily basis. Indeed, the disposable face mask provides us with the convenience of use and throw. No washing and drying needed. But doing so will increase the amount of waste on Earth. If this continues, it will lead to face mask pollution when the masks are not treated and disposed properly. Research has shown that 3 million face masks are thrown away globally in a minute. Many end up as potentially toxic micro and nanoplastics or carriers for other toxins in the environment. This is the problem we are facing now. To further express the seriousness of this, only 5% of our survey respondents sanitize their masks or separating it from other waste before disposing it. Plus, a mask takes a long time to decompose. Hence, a solution is needed to help the people to dispose face masks in a safe way, while finding a way to recycle and reuse the mask. Fortunately, these are all aligned with the objectives of this innovation. This is where our invention, Violet X-19 bin, comes into play. This bin will help to deactivate the virus at the surface of the mask, then shredding it into small pieces so that the factories can process them to create new products. The dimensions of our invention are as follows. The length is 416 mm, the width is 200 mm, and the height is 350 mm. Here's a 3D exploded view of our invention. Now, allow me to further explain the components inside. Firstly, we have the acrylic sheet as the walls of the Violet X-19 bin. It will have a thickness of 5 mm. Next, we have the UVC strip that will be used to deactivate the virus and germs. The gripper will help to hold the mask in place while sanitation is ongoing. Then, we will be using Arduino Uno as the main controller for the whole bin. It will be controlling the sensors, motors, UVC lights, and screen. Here is how our ultrasonic sensors and screen will look like. The shredder will be responsible for shredding the mask, which will be powered up with a motor. Let's see how our invention works frame by frame. A blue color mask is used to demonstrate the process. Firstly, the user will hold their mask near to the opening. The ultrasonic sensor near the lid will detect it, and the lid will open up. Then, the user will have to put the mask into the bin. Another sensor inside the bin will detect the presence of the mask, and then operates the clippers to clip onto the mask. Here is a clearer look of the components inside. After the mask is clipped correctly, the lid will close. The UVC lights will be turned on to deactivate the germs or viruses on the surface of the mask. After 30 seconds, the clipper will open up for the mask to drop into the shredder to be shredded. The mask is now in small pieces, and those debris will be collected in the collection tray. Those shredded pieces of mask can be collected and sent to factories for recycle purposes. And that's how the Violet X-19 bin will operate. This is the list and cost of materials to produce one violet X-19 bin. The components are numbered according to the exploded wheel just now. The required cost for one violet X-19 bin is Rm410. Since this is our first time producing it, the cost will be higher. But I believe that if we are able to mass produce this, its price will drop significantly. With this, the public is able to buy it and use it in their premises. Now, why do we need to invest in this? And what impact does this innovation bring, you may ask? Well, first and foremost, this invention can help our country in preventing the spread of COVID-19. By having a designated place to dispose used masks, the risk of contamination that might occur when domestic waste and used face masks are thrown together will be reduced, thus reducing the risk of someone getting infected with the virus. Next, the cleanliness of the environment can be enhanced. When the bin is available everywhere, people will be less likely to throw their used masks anywhere and will feel the responsibility to throw it into the violet X-19 bin. And also, lesser masks will end up in the landfill when the masks have a way to be collected and go through the recycle process. This will create a greener earth because it promotes sustainability. We will use lesser new materials to create what we need when we reuse the materials of face masks. And lastly, with the new products that we are able to make with the shredded mask, we will be able to generate revenue through this process, which leads me to the next slide. Our violet X-19 bin has a high commercial potential. It can be used everywhere because mask has become part of our necessity now. This innovation can be put at all the places with crowds and high mask usage. For example, offices, schools, shopping malls, public areas, hospitals, and much more. This bin can also be put in every home because people will return to their homes after going out most of the time. Furthermore, this bin will not take up much space and will fit into the house just fine. This proves that the innovation has a big market because everyone will have to dispose their masks somewhere. After we have collected those shredded mask pieces, what can they be recycled into? The face masks, many of which are made from polypropylene, can be combined with other supporting materials to create a new composite. This composite material can be used to build furniture, just like how Kim Han-yo from South Korea used melted face masks to make stools. Also, this composite material can be made into bricks too, to build chicken coop and pet houses. In a nutshell, I believe our invention has the potential to change the world for a better good. With the benefits that it will bring, we can still make progress even in an unfavorable situation. And there's actually a story behind this image that we chose here. In October last year, this picture was taken. It shows a newborn baby is taking off the doctor's mask. This brings joy to everyone as this picture looks like a symbol of hope in tough times, a sign that we are able to take off the mask in the future. That is why we must work hard to continue living. In the meantime and near future, we are destined to live with virus. So, why not we make use of this situation right now and help to protect the earth while we humans protect ourselves, just like the woman in the picture. At last, we believe the violet X-19 bin will be a good investment to everyone. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a good day ahead.